Well, just one game removed from having his streak snapped at 157. His streak, of course, being games with at least one three-pointer made. In an ugly loss to the Los Angeles Lakers where Curry went 0 for 10 from three-point range. Stephen Curry broke the NBA record for most threes made in a game with 13 against the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, it was New Orleans Pelicans, the worst team in the NBA, who dropped to now 0-7 for the season. And I suspect that if this continues, you might start hearing rumblings that Anthony Davis might want to be traded. But the focus is on Curry tonight. I have been hard on the Golden State Warriors. I don't like the Warriors, but I always will give credit when credit's due. Except for when it comes to Durant, who I loathe. No, I'm just joking. I'll give him credit too. But Curry tonight broke a record that had been standing for quite a long time. The record had been shared by two players, originally set back in the, I think it was the 2002-2003 season by Los Angeles Lakers, former Los Angeles Lakers player Kobe Bryant, who hit 12 three-pointers in a win against the then Seattle Supersonics. It's a tie-in with that. I'll get into it later on. Kobe set the record against the then Seattle Supersonics. I think he scored like 45 points, and it was odd too because at that time, Kobe was an ISO slashing drive to the basket type guy at that time. Kobe was 20? How old was he at that time? 24? Yeah, he was 24 years old. But for some reason that night he was just in the zone, and that was actually the best he ever shot from three-point range for his career. In the season, I think he was 38% from three-point range that season. Of course, throughout the latter part of his career, he became a downright, almost atrocious three-point shooter at times. But at that time, he looked like he was, he was going to be a marksman. But anyway, he was 12 for 18 from three-point range in that game. At one point in time, he was 12 for 15. And that mark was tied a couple of years later by Donyell Marshall, who at the time was playing with the Toronto Raptors. I think it was during the 2004-2005 season. And I think I don't remember how many points he had, but he hit 12 three-pointers as well in a victory against the Philadelphia 76ers. And he was 12 of 19 from three-point range. Now, the tie-in with the Sonics is that Stephen Curry, of course, the Sonics became the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it was just last year, Curry tied the record for three-pointers made in a game with 12 against OKC. And, of course, tonight, he breaks the all-time NBA record. He was 13 of 17 from downtown, 16 of 26 from the field for 46 points. Phenomenal shooting display for a guy who I think is, if he's not in most people's eyes now, he will be. He's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal.